Welcome back, Sleepers of the Sands, to your one-stop shop for POIs and what to be expecting for the upcoming week. Remember also to follow the Deep Desert Resource and Blueprint Guide alongside this video to help you pick the best and brightest spots out in the Deep Desert to ensure that you are getting as wealthy as you possibly can. Kicking things off this week, G6, D7, and G3 all have the infamous and tiringly repeated walkway crash ship. This one can be a little bit challenging at first, but once you get used to the mechanics, it's a quick 1 or 2 minute run. If you're looking for a fast walkthrough, just refer to the link above. As for D2 and G8, we have the effortless Deep Dark Wreck. Pack your personal lights. For this one, it has no NPCs, but there's a 100% chance of getting disorientated and running face first into a wall without having the ability to see. So come prepared and get those high tier weapons virtually in seconds. Finally, the December 23rd restart doesn't offer much in the way of labs, only supporting 2, starting with the Cactus Chaos Testing Station, a medium level difficulty lab that takes about 25 to 35 minutes for a solo player to go in and destroy stuff. Overall, it is a fairly generous testing station as it relates to the combat section. The rooms have many places to hide, but in particular, you will want to utilize the corridors where you enter as well as the stairs leading to the locked doors. Both of these spots are great for pulling melee enemies away from the pack, parrying, slow blading them, and then turning your attention to the unshielded enemies. Finally, finish off the heavies. There's 6 waves, and the final 2 waves usually spawn anywhere from 10 to 12 enemies. That is when it gets hairy. Also, do not forget to be picking all of those priceless agave seeds in between every single round. You can get up to about 25 of them per run, and there's no other place you're going to find them so easy. In F6, we get the Spice Sanctum Testing Station. The Spice Sanctum Testing Station is a difficult lab to run. It takes about 35 to 45 minutes, and there's one lock-in with 6 waves, but you are getting much more difficult waves than you would in the previously mentioned lab. Although the combat section only consists of 5 or 6 waves, it is actually a very tough to complete lab. Usually the first couple of waves are small, like 4 to 5 enemies, but in this testing station, every wave contains a lot of enemies. The other thing that made this lock-in more difficult than many others in that the enemies seem to continue spawning from the doors mid-wave. So not only are you fighting the initials, but halfway through you will get even more enemies to come out, which means that you are almost fighting 20 enemies in most of the waves. Regardless of all this, you can use the walkways that run around the perimeter of the room to kite the melee enemies behind the pillars, so your line of sight from the ranged enemies can be blocked. Also, you can always take out melee enemies with parries, slow blades, and using your skills, as well as some waves containing 6 or more melee enemies, so you need to be extremely patient. I don't necessarily recommend this for anybody who is new to the Deep Desert or people who do not have at least some kind of tier 6 armor as well as weapons, as it will be extremely difficult to deal with the amount of enemies that are spawning and attacking you all at the same time. There is one caveat here. You could definitely pick up quite a bit of little spice that you can bring back to your base with you, so if you're having trouble getting large amounts of spice, this is one place that you can pick up quite a bit of spice. Also, if you would like a comprehensive walkthrough of all of these labs as well as ships, I have left links inside of the description so that you can go directly to that one-stop shop for all information on this game, Dune Awakening, at method.gg. So make sure that if you are confused, you are stopping in there, clicking on those links, and going and reading through exactly how to complete these with complete accuracy. And that's it for our POIs this week. I hope everyone has great luck in running here, and I hope with the patch coming out, we will find some new rewards out there in the Deep Desert. If there's anything else that you are interested in, make sure to leave comments down below and tell me how it feels for you to be running all of these POIs this week, if it's challenging or if you are finding it easier day by day. Remember, keep your eyes in the sky and have a great day.